Hi, it's Sean again. So here we are at this beautiful location. It's the end of August, but it's incredibly windy and grey, as you can see. But we're going to try our best and see what we can come up with. We might get a bit of interference from the wind as we go along, but we'll make do. So here we go. We got the spray out, putting some water on. We got planes kicking around, a couple of jets flying about, so I'm gonna have to shout a lot. It's the wonders of Norfolk, I tell you. There you go. Right, let's pop in. It's drying so quick today. It's so exciting. It's gonna be amazing. Look at this. Straight in. Bit of ultramarine, touch of, I think it was orange, I don't know. But we're gonna pop in some yellow ochre. I'm gonna pop in some of that, blend that up a little bit. That'll be in the background there. There's gonna be plenty of that coming down. I'm gonna join up those there before they dry off. Then just let that other stuff run, because that's gonna be good. Some of these edges I don't want though. I don't want all that white there, so look at the design. We've got clouds piling in, so I'm gonna have a quick look at the sky. Pop in some blues here, just like them, blend and bleed. Yeah, but I think that's doing okay actually. It's a number 8 mop brush. Got that there. I don't want too much white in there. We'll have little parts of white, but I don't want it to be predominant. You have to design these paintings, that's the word. You've got to design them, guys. And while it's wet, you can kind of go back in and mess around, but this is going to dry super fast, which is beautiful. Now we've got some beautiful cornfields. The tip of the brush, bit of cad orange as well coming in. Kind of mix them in. Big bold brush strokes. Just get it down. It's going to dry quick. It's beautiful. Eyes design go towards these two figures that are here. We have recently ploughed, well, they're not ploughed actually, they've been cut, so we just have the stubble left, and that's the kind of effect. So you would get all these touches here of dry brush. You want that. That's all good. That'll do. Let that dry. Should dry fast, because as you can hear, there's plenty of wind around. We've got lots of aspen trees here. I'm going to pop in some of the distant grey blue. Same brush at the moment. A touch of neutral tint in with that ultramarine. Pop this in all the way along. This is kind of our distance. Design it a little bit. We've got some sharp edges. I'm going to pop in a little bit more blue. Just drop it in and let it do its thing. By let it do its thing, I mean just let it blend and bleed in. And just let that paint do what it does. Run across a touch of water, clear water. to blend that away. Design in a bit more blue. There we go. Hopefully that's going to bleed in there. Let it bleed. This is just clear water. Just encourage it. Hey, there comes the sunshine. It's not going to be much. This is all going to take a while to dry. I'm going to go in with a. This is a number 2 mop brush. Got some burnt sienna there, straight out of the palette. So it's going to be quite just freshly squeezed as well. It's going to be quite dry in there, with also a bit of umber. That's the effect I wanted. It's just taking it towards these figures. Yeah. Don't need to go too nuts. It's just making the eye, because we've got this kind of freshly harvested, ploughed, whichever way you want to look at it, fields. We're just going to kind of encourage it to go that way. Same 2 mixtures. Kind of mixing up a warm grey. Just testing it again. The sunshine's good. Here's a number 4. My word, it's a little rigger. Don't use this very often, but I thought I'd pop this in. A spillage for these trunks, these trees. It's kind of a warm grey. These planes are driving me nuts. But that's the joys of Norfolk, right? Rural Norfolk. Here we go. Burnt sienna, Payne's grey neutral tin. Some of this is going to blend and bleed, which is absolutely good. Some of it will be sharper, and then we'll come in with some more. Finer brushwork. So these are the aspens here. I'm not going to go too nuts on them. I'm not going to put in like the millions of them. There are a lot. There's not millions. But I want to keep this quite open. Okay, so enough of that brush. Let's go into my sword liner. Beautiful brush, same 2 colours, but I'm going to add a touch of blue in as well. That's ultramarine. bring in some much finer brushwork. See the wind, listen to the sound. Beautiful! These planes have got to do what they got to do. They got to do what they got to do. It's just getting the feel of the tree. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to put in every single branch. These guys go right up. Same three mixtures. Quite dry mixture. I'm gonna look at some of these branches. I mean, so many branches. So many branches. So many. Drying very quickly. Kind of blowing me around. It's fun. Really is good fun. And we can see now as it's drying off, we're getting some more dry brush. I'm just going to go in there. Same mixture, neutral tint. Touch of ultramarine. Pop in these and we'll be done on this branch work. I'm not going to go too nuts. I keep saying that. Don't go too nuts. And then we'll pop in the foliage because we've still got foliage. Beautiful trees these because they marks in here. It's just need to get rid of that. Clear water. Just like this thing. These figures. Before I work on these figures, I need to pop in some of this stuff. Just pop in this head. And this one. Now then, I want this to pop, so I'm going to go orange, right? Bright coloured t-shirt, right? And then we'll go in with some darker. Darker than that. It's cool. Suggestion of an arm. I want to keep that the top part of this character on the left hand side. See what I'm doing here? That'll do. And then I did kind of design a little dog down there. I'm gonna pop that in. And I need a very fine, got it here, just to kind of suggest a lead. That'll do. Might make that tail a bit pronounced. There we go. When we pop in the shadows, it'll change this a lot. Now then, I need to think about light. The light's coming in from the left, so we'll have the shadows coming this way. So that's what we'll do there. Number 2 again. Same kind of mixtures. Getting our sword liner. Pretty neat paint. It's going to create a much finer line. So we've got the fences in there. I want to just pop in some bits, as I call them. This. I'm going to go darker. Not much. Just a little bit. Because you can put in some nice fine lines. Right. How's this drying up here? It's not completely, totally dry. What I want to do is pop in a blue-grey passage again in here, just pushing this forward a bit. And that will help push out this character and this character as well. Okay, so that's going all the way across. Don't need to be fiddly around with it. I got a new brush, look, beautiful. It's a goat's hair, this one. It's a Daler Rowney Aquafine added pointed mop brush. Haven't used it before, so I was just going to use it to blend off and see what happens. That's nice. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Look at this. What does it say on there? It's a 1/2 inch something, but you can see it. Right, and I use this. Whoops. I use this to kind of smash in dry brushwork for leaves. So basically mixing up a bit of green and just dotting in, you can see that. Very dry. I'm kind of turning it, spinning it and dragging it and moving it around as we're going along. Push it up. Just getting the feel of these this foliage, these leaves. Suits this painting. Just need to get a touch of water on there. I want to keep it quite dry, but it was drying out too much because of the wind. It's just ultramarine blue, a touch of this yellow ochre and a touch of that orange as well, because that's been the kind of the flavour of this paint. And if you get too much on like that, you can just kind of smash it out a little bit on the edge, because I don't want it to be tonally too powerful. This is working better now. Vary the kind of brush strokes, not all the same way all the time. Just get the energy of that going up. That's kind of it. I think that'll do. Look how dry that is getting now. Just a touch of that orange to warm it up. Start to go towards the browner leaves, and it gives the feel of this windy day, because it is really windy. We get that kind of motion going on, which is nice. I need to find, there it is. So number 2, Skoda travel brush. I just want to get in some sharper edges down here, almost like dry brush. It's warm, because it's warm, I'll bring it forward a bit. Infamous, famous shadow colour, which is crimson. As I said before, I mix up 2 mixtures. One cool, one warm. That's really hammering in here, isn't it? It's just crimson and ultramarine. Just need to make sure I've mixed up enough. I'll add some more liquid to that, because this is drying at a pace. I'll make this the cool one on this side. This can be the warm one. And then we're going to go for it. Got some shadows coming in over here. Tree shadows. That's the cooler colour. Tree shadow here. Just dotting a few of that in there. Get a finer brush for these next bits. Dog shadow. A few shadows here. This is kind of it. Got to wait for this to dry. A few highlights. Just scratching a couple of things. Decided to make this darker. So I need the eye to go there, which I think it does. And then we're getting near the end. tractor now. Hello, tractor! I need to get my Juan Brilliant. Number 2, a Skoda brush, Juan Brilliant, neat paint. Just remember where you're putting your lids. I'll put my bits and pieces just down there. Here we go. Nice thick paint. Don't go too nuts with this. And then I always like to pop in a few of these here just to join it all up. Pop in a little bit here. Not too nuts. It just brings out some highlights, guys. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, you can get kind of hooked into it. So you have to kind of pull your arm away and resist. Okay. Pull your arm away and resist. Yeah, I think we're done. Take that. Less is more, as I say. Remember, it's trying to get the overall effect. And yeah, I'm kind of pleased with that. I mean, I did put some branches in coming over here, but I've kind of ignored them because they didn't work in the end. But the only thing I can see on here that I do need to do is just make the shadow colour darker down the foreground to push everything back. Darker tonally. I'm going to warm it up. Right, so it's the same 2 colours, but more pigment. Plus I'm going to add in a touch of burnt sienna. That's just making it pop more. Yeah, see it? They're kind of bleeding in together. Getting some variation. Drop that huge bomb in there. There we go. Let's sort it. Which means I now have to redo. Never mind. That's the way it works out sometimes, guys. You just have to kind of go with the flow. How you feel. Just gotta pop this back in here. And then that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed that one, and thanks for being there. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care now.